Hello, my fellow foodpreneurs, and I hope this episode of How to Start a Food Business finds you well. And today I'm going to talk about an uber important topic, which is selling your food. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Dr. Michelle Pfannenstiel. I run the Smallholder Food Business Development Institute and Dirigo Food Safety, and I am a life coach and a subject matter expert on food systems, and I help companies get out of their own way and get the results that they want from their business. And those results can be in health, they can be in wealth, they can be in relationships, and that's what we work on here. And so today I'm going to talk to you about how you can do that process for your customers as you're here starting your food business, because I want you to start with a really solid footing. Okay, so these are the 3 things you got to do for breakthrough sales success. All right. This is how I am growing myself to a $1 billion business by 2043. This is how I'm going to make $1 million this year. All right. And I'm just going to keep growing from there. I am so invested in you guys making the difference with your food, creating the wealth and creating the community, that I am bringing this information to you because I want you to have it. It doesn't do me any good if it's in my brain only benefiting my business. And benefit my business it has by implementing these steps over the past couple of years. I have doubled my business already, so I'm going to double it again this past year. On the first step, I just implemented that first step, and I had one of the best quarters I've ever had without changing a thing. So anyway, let's dive in, okay? So the first step that I want you to do, all right, is I want you to stand in your truth, okay? And the truth is that you're valuable, okay? That your product makes a difference, all right? And your third truth is that thousands of people want your stuff, okay? When you stand in that truth, that you are whole and you are worthy, and that your product creates massive value, that your product is worthy as well and valuable, and there are thousands of people out there who are amazing, who you get to work with, that's how you stand in your truth about what you're doing. That's how you create wealth and community with what you're doing. And it starts with you, okay? You have some assets in your business that I want you to think about. You are your most valuable asset. You have your customers and your customer base. That is the asset on which you grow your business. You have your product that you make, and all the systems and the financing and the equipment and all of that sort of stuff, your food safety system that creates your minimum viable product, that is an asset in your business. Okay, you have employees and team members. They are an asset in your business. You have a marketing plan that brings your food to your customers. That is an asset in your business. And then finally, you have the capital in your business. That is also an asset in your business, all right? Now, when we talk about these assets, these are not assets that are ever really going to show up on your balance sheet by and large, except for capital. But what I want to tell you is, when you invest in assets, your business grows. Ask any business person out there, that is how you grow your business. You can never grow a business by cutting expenses. You can only grow a business by creating assets, all right? And the best asset for you to work on is yourself, and the best asset that you have is your mind, okay? So the first way to work on your mind is to let go of your limiting beliefs and stand in the truth that you are whole, you are valuable, and you are worthy. I am a life coach. That's what we do around here, is we help you understand how valuable and worthy you really, really are. All right? So, step 1 to selling all your stuff, stand in your truth. Step 2, understand how your product solves problems. Your product solves one of three problems out there in the universe. It solves a problem of health, it solves a problem of wealth, and it solves a problem of relationships. Okay? And one of the things I love so much about working in the local food business is that we have the opportunity to work on all of those solutions. Our foods and what we do in our communities can solve health problems. They can solve wealth problems, and they can solve relationship problems, okay? We build better communities through local food and agriculture, right? My business is out there helping local food businesses create wealth and community that you guys deserve by making food. When you actually make food, and you make food that's good for us, it improves the health and the wealth and the community of everybody around you, and it's such a privilege to be able to do that. So I ask you, with your food, what problem are you solving? Okay? And when you think of that problem, I want to ask you, what's the results that people get? Okay? They're going to have one big result of working with you. The one big result of working with me, my clients make more money. They get the results that they want in their business. That's why they work with me, is for results. All right? There are financial benefits for why people work with you. There are financial benefits for why people work with me. They make more money. All right. There are emotional benefits. What are the emotional benefits of your product? Because I promise, when you grow tomatoes for a living, there's still an emotional benefit that you can sell for that tomato. All right. The emotional benefits of working with me is way less anxiety. You feel better. That's what happens when you work with me. All right. There are physical results of working with you, okay, especially if you're selling like wholesome, really good food, all right? And I know some of you are selling, kind of once every so often food, and that's totally okay. But there are still physical benefits of consuming your food. There are physical benefits of working with you. What are those physical benefits? Are you healthier because of eating local tomatoes? All right. Are people healthier because they're eating your local pork rather than commodity pork? All right. When people work with me, they sleep better at night. That is a huge physical benefit, because what's my number one priority is sleeping, all right, getting a good night's sleep. And so I help other people get a good night's sleep. I mean, how crazy would it be if that was a result of working with you? How easy is it to sell a good night's sleep? There are like thousands of mattress companies out there. That's what they're selling, is good night's sleep. Wouldn't all be in business if they weren't making money. All right. And then there are spiritual benefits of working with you. All right. What are the spiritual benefits of working with your company? I'm sure that they're there. You probably have a vision statement. You probably have a reason that you get up in the morning. Those are the spiritual benefits of working with you. The spiritual benefits of working with my company is you're building the business that you were meant to build, and you're being the person out in the universe that you meant to be. It's a huge spiritual benefit. So if you think this is an interesting conversation to have, I urge you to go to sfbdi.com/onebigresult and download the worksheet that's going to help you with all of this. Okay, I am so passionate about doing this. Please go download that worksheet, do the work, and find out what are the results and benefits of working with you. All right, and I'll put that worksheet in the comment section as a URL. All right, so that was the second secret. All right, is having your product solve problems and understanding how it is solving problems, because I guarantee you it is solving problems out there in the universe. All right, so then the third secret to business success and selling stuff is make decisions fast. I know all y'all hate to make decisions. And one of the reasons I'm growing $1 million business is because I make decisions super fast. I don't wallow in indecision. I hate indecision. Okay, because most of the time what people think is that they take a long time to make a decision. They don't. You make a decision in an instant. You weigh and go back and forth. That's not actually making a decision. That's staying in indecision. Okay. How do I make decisions? I manage my mind. I understand what mindset I am in so that I can make a good decision. But guess what? The other thing I manage my mind to know There's no such thing as a good or a bad decision. Decisions are neutral. And when decisions are neutral and you know that whatever decision you make, your life is going to be amazing and abundant and joyful anyway, you make whatever decision you want and you go and you fail forward into making that decision. All right? If you are having trouble making decisions, I have a paradigm for you. I have a model called Strive. All right? And what I want you to do is think about a decision that you have to make. Okay? And we're going to put it in this model. And I have a client, I'll take a real life example. All right? And I have a client who is trying to make a decision about whether or not they're going to discontinue a SKU. So the SKU is like a size or a product. All right. And they're making this decision. And this is how we went about it. So the S in Strive stands for safe. All right. Are they going to be physically safe if they get rid of this product? And the answer is yes. Okay. I work with food manufacturers. We ask about physical safety because sometimes the reason we have problems in our manufacturing plant is because of physical safety. That first point about standing in your truth, super important about all of this. Stand in your truth when answering these questions. Are you physically safe? The second safe question is are you financially safe? So were these folks financially safe to get rid of that SKU? This is where their indecision actually lays. So I'm kind of, giving away the ending. But they were like, oh, but I've spent so much money on that inventory. Guess what? That inventory isn't selling. You're spending even more money storing it. All right. So they felt financially unsafe. The third S question in Strive is, are you emotionally safe? Okay. And by emotionally safe, I mean, is there bullying or harassment going on? And sometimes all of this can be going on in your own head. Again, mindset. Don't let your inner bully take over. So ask yourself, stand in your truth about those three questions. Next, T, trained. Are you trained to get rid of, literally, are you trained to get rid of the inventory? I mean, I have people who have inventory that they're really not sure how they're going to get rid of it because they have to put dye on it or whatever for the USDA because they don't want anybody to go garbage diving and that sort of thing to get rid of it. That happens a lot more than you think at food manufacturing facilities. So in this case, the problem is getting rid of inventory. Are you trained to get rid of the inventory? Make sure that you're trained so that you can know how to do it. Respect. Okay, there are two kinds of respect in the world. There's the respect that we are owed by virtue of where we are in the hierarchy of our organization. Okay, and there's the respect that we garner by virtue of how we are showing up. Are you afraid in your decision making that your decision's not going to be respected? Is that thought coming from you or, well, I mean, I promise you the thought is coming from you. Okay, and how is that thought creating your reality in your indecision? The I stands for invested in. Have you spent the time, talent, and treasure, all right, to make the decision? Have you managed your mind? Have you given yourself a deadline to make the decision? All right. And have you spent the money that you need to spend to create a good outcome on that decision? The V in Strive stands for value. Do you value making this decision? I swear to God, most of my clients have all of this stuff in inventory because they don't value making a decision about it. They don't see the cost of not making a decision. And so they don't value making a decision. So out of sight, out of mind, and they don't worry about it. All right, so do you value making the decision? This customer actually did value making the decision because they have one gigantic warehouse and it was clear how much room it was taking up. Okay, and then finally, the E stands for empowered. Are you empowered to stand in fear and discomfort? Deciding to get rid of a SKU and get rid of all of that inventory is uncomfortable because it means that somewhere back there, you bought a bunch of stuff you didn't sell. Folks, that's a math problem. you only make it a drama problem with your mind and your mindset. And so if you don't want to have drama problems, this is how you get yourself out of drama problems. You understand your own mind, because when you understand all of your thoughts here, and what happened with this client is they figured out they felt financially unsafe because they'd spent so much money on that inventory. All right. And they were like, and that was their thought. I feel like we spent so much money on this inventory, and that thought made them feel super dumb. Now I ask you, how often are you going to make decisions that are going to move you forward in the universe from a place of feeling dumb? You're not going to make a decision at all. It's not that you're going to make a bad decision. You're not going to make a decision at all. You're going to hem and you're going to haw and you're not going to do it, right? And then you're going to get the result of all that stuff sitting in your inventory, weighing down on you, making you feel dumb, or, well, your thoughts about it, making you feel dumb, and you're just cycling on that, okay? So I urge you to manage your mind. Use the Strive model to understand what you're thinking, then understand what you're feeling, and then make a decision about whether or not you want to feel that way. Do you want to feel dumb going through your life? Because if so, own the decision. But my guess is that you really kind of don't, that you're maybe kind of done feeling dumb, and that you want to feel powerful, and you want to feel competent, and you want to feel like you're moving forward. Well, guess what, my friends? In order to feel like that, you have to think like the person who has already made the decision. Okay? And when you think like the person who has already made the decision, you will make the decision, and it will bring you the result of the decision, okay? And the result of the decision is really just math, okay? It's really just math. And when you leave the drama out of it, you're going to make decisions much faster. The faster you make decisions, the more money you are going to make. All right, that's it for this episode. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.